Hello everyone, this is Ali Reza, and after a long pause between uploading videos, today I will speak about the future of RPG car project. Well, the very first thing that many of you asked is porting it to new Unity. Right now, I think Unity is 5.1. I should download it anyway. The second thing is changing the cliff climb. I will talk about it in a few minutes later. 3, adding ladder and rope climb animations. Then start working on many wizards that we have in game. For time being, I will make a wizard to set the animation system automatically. Then we will start item system. Right now, Berserk Arcade started his system, and I like some concepts there, but the editor, at least up until now, I'm not happy about it. 6, we will start our character system. This system will be shared by players, enemy, and NPC. Then we will start our character races and classes. I talked about what races and classes are deep in one of the previous episodes on R&D, but basically races are like human, elf, etc. Classes are like mages, paladins, wizards, etc. Then we will start our day-night cycle. I will get some of it from, again, old videos of Berserk Arcade with some tweaks here and there. Then we will start our chest and looting system. The base for the chest system will come from Berserk Arcade, but I don't like how he is generating the loot at runtime, so I will have my own here. And what else? AI system. This is for far future. Because if you take a look at Unity's roadmap right now, you will see that they are doing some R&D on nav mesh stuff. For example, how you can bake it, how you can make it in runtime, how you can have multiple nav meshes, etc., etc. But at least if it wasn't ready, I will start my brain behavior trees. This is not behavior trees. As I said, it's a bit far future. Now, what did I mean by changing the cliff climbing animation or system at all? Well, if you look at what we have right now, we have this. We have a cliff, and we have our character standing somewhere, and I exaggerated it on purpose. We will have a trigger volumetric, and we have some anchor points that we put somewhere on the cliff ourselves. Well, This is fast on computation, but not flexible. For example, exactly what we are seeing here. If we get into the volumetric and jump, our character will jump right to the anchor point, grab the anchor point, and climb on the surface. What I want to do is that calculate the height between the proper anchor point and the ground height of our character and choose a different behavior. Maybe we should jump here, grab to this point, and wait for character input. And when the player hits forward button, we will rise to the up and then climb up. Or maybe if the cliff is here, you will want to grab it, but again, waiting for player's input to see if we should rise on top of the edge or if we should go left and right, or if we should drop and fall. Also, if we take a look at this situation, well, if we want to go with the concept of having anchor points, then we will have multiple anchor points all the way up to the top. This is not what I want. What I want is a more flexible system. So this is our cliff, okay? This is our player, okay? This is our player. What we will do is that we will cast a ray forward in a prefabricated distance. For example, 1 meter or less. If this ray, hit a point, then we will start doing ray cast hits in a complete horizontal, vertical line forward. Okay, up until here that we will hit, but the next ray won't hit. Okay, and the way I will calculate it is that from this point I will add, for example, 30 brush 30 centimeter for the maximum. Okay, and from here again 30 centimeter, from here 30 centimeter up until here, that when I go for 30 centimeters inside and cast the ray, I won't hit anything, so that I know this is where I'm on top of the edge. Okay, what will I do next is that I will start casting another set of rays from this 30 centimeters in downward. Okay, and I will calculate the hit points, but when this ray that goes from here to the last height doesn't hit anything, then I go back and look at this point that my last ray hit. So I will get the highest point. Okay, that highest point now gives me the ability to calculate the height between here and the base of the character. Based on the height, I will decide to play different animations for jumping. Maybe the character goes back, kick start and then jump, or he jumps straight up, or whatever. This is up to you, it's not up to me. But if this is greater than, for example, 2 meters, then I will go up 2 meters, cast a ray forward, and get the anchor point. And now the character jumps and anchors there, and then waits for the player input to climb off this edge. And each time I will cast a ray forward, get the point, cast a ray forward, get the point, so that my character will stick to the wall. That is for climbing vertical. Now, let's take a look at our edge, but in horizontal, from top to bottom, okay? So this is our edge. Here is our character, brush. Here is our character on the ground. He jumps up, catches this edge, waits for the player input. Now, player says go to left. In reality, this is the right side of the character anyway, or the opposite side. So I will again start casting rays to get the proper point and keep my player anchored to that point. Okay? Now, let's zoom in our player when he is on an edge. And this is our player. Not that. This is our player, okay? One hand anchored there, another hand should anchor to another point. One leg should stick to the wall, another should stick to the other side of the wall. For this, we will start using IK system and again doing at least 4 raycasts forward. This will give us a flexibility. For example, I had seen it on GDC on Assassin's Creed. It was an edge like this, and in here in the middle they had a platform that was moving back and forward. The character was here. His hands were on the upper edge, but legs were sticking to this platform. The moment the platform was going in, his legs would follow and stick on the platform unless he would say, okay, this is far, I can't. Then the legs would drop, and like that. If the platform would move there, for example, would be here, his legs would bend and stick there. If the platform would move side to side, his legs would follow it side to side to some extent, okay? And same thing with hands, of course. If you had a platform, for example, here, the same thing would happen for hands. So the bottom line is using raycasts are not cheap. At least if you are not careful, but are much more flexible. And this is the system that I'm gonna use later on in my new climbing system. Don't expect me to do exactly what you see in Assassin's Creed because they have their own engine, and I spoke with the developer of the previous character system that was in Unity before Mechanim. What was the name? I already forgot. It was for the legs, and it would put the legs on the edge when the character was standing like this. Right now, if you use Mechanim, both legs would be on this edge. Okay? It should stick to the other edge. The guy said that Mechanim system on the low level is not open enough for calculating these guys, okay? So don't expect me to recreate Assassin's Creed animation system to the core, but we will start making the base of it, and if by any chance they open the system for mechanism so that we can get access to the base animations. Then maybe we can work on the food placement better. But right now there is an asset out there, and we may be able to handle this to some extent ourselves. So that's what I mean by changing the cliff climbing. For the rope system, I have problem to figure out the physics needed for swinging the rope left and right or back and forth. So don't expect me to do that. But I can at least manage the animation of climbing up and down a rope. Okay, I am looking for help, guys, for models, for our characters, for our armor. Weapons, well, there are tons of weapons out there, but for our characters and armor, I need help, serious help. For races, for example, on character, and for classes. For example, if we want elf, if we want dwarf, and I'm not sure if I'm spelling it correctly, but I think it's dwarf. And if, for example, we have wizards, we have paladin. So I need a modeler to help me, and for free, because I don't have any money to pay for free video tutorials. Another help I need is someone, if someone is familiar with physics on Unity, especially for the rope system. One thing I forgot to mention, we will start our quest system and dialogue system some way, maybe in the middle of project, some way between the project, somewhere on the lines. Anyway, that's what's gonna happen on future of RPG Core. So I will add the quest system here somewhere, the dialogue system, and a shopping system maybe. I'm not sure. We will take a look. But long story short, this is the future of this project. I hope you guys can help me on modeling or rope physics. Also, please use the thumbs up or down. This helps me on giving me statistics, on knowing if people like this system that I'm developing or should I change it or whatever. Please comment, because this is how I know what you are after and what you want to see. And if you are not subscribed and like the channel, subscribe and share the videos with others. Please, please, these help me a lot, especially the times up and down. Takes less than 1 second to do it. But for example, let me say this, my cliff climbing, okay? Right now on it, I have more than 600 views, but I don't know if these people liked the system or if they didn't like the system, or if they have any thoughts on how I can improve it. Should I change it or shouldn't I change it? What? I don't know. I don't have any feedback from you guys. Please help me on that. Anyway, have fun everybody. Hope I can kickstart this project in 1 week. What I'm doing in 1 week is downloading the Unity, again visualstudio.net, the recent version, ReSharper, making a new Git repository, not Git, I like Bitbucket more, So Bitbucket, maybe. And then we will kickstart our project in new Unity. Have fun, everybody. Bye-bye.